Hi everybody, it's Dr. Gina again. Thanks for watching my channel. This is a special video. It's an introductory video about why I am doing many videos about moving to Rochester or having to be here for a long period because you're a patient or family member. And I'm sharing this particular street with you because I moved here specifically to open a new practice and I wanted to move downtown. What you're looking at, everything you're looking at is Mayo Clinic. There's occasional church thrown in coming up. But I moved here and I wanted to live downtown in the heart of everything. I'm a really great researcher, really honest. You'll know that more about me because I think I'd like us to be friends on on YouTube for instructional reasons because I have a lot of videos about health, about massage, about architecture, about green build, all sorts of stuff. I'm a Renaissance woman. This particular series is all about moving to Rochester and being here so you get a sense of where you're at and what you have to be around when you live here and what the construction or traffic or what the stores are like in the area you might want to live. And I moved downtown for a specific reason and I researched it pretty heavily. Note, a lot of people move here that can't come and see their buildings like you do all across the world. You go on the internet, you look at a picture, you have to trust that the landlord or rental agency or owners are truthful in their pictures and what they're doing. And I'm pretty good at that because I'm a survivor of an environmental illness from the indoors, mold and formaldehyde. So I am uber careful, and I got caught and took my landlord to court 6 weeks after I moved here. And those two buildings on your left, the first one is Hamilton, the next one is Furlough. Beautiful old vintage building. The pictures were really beautiful. Polished hardwood floors, those old cabinets that are built in from the late 1900s, those beautiful glass dinettes. And it was small. There's going to be foibles when you move to an old building. I know about old buildings. I did my postdoctorate master's degree in environmental law at Vermont Law School. And my master's thesis was on a 150-year-old retrofit building called Debevoise Hall. And that building, Furlough, is what got us all into trouble. It was managed at the time and owned, different group, but INH Management. They're all over town. And the pictures did not at all represent what I got. And I knew it the second I got in there. And within 24 hours, I was in deep trouble in the management office with photos. By the 5th day, I took water samples because the water was cloudy and dark, almost rusty and full of particle. I knew better. I know about environmental issues. I knew it looked coppery, but there was lead in my drinking water at 10 parts per billion. I took my landlord, Mac Hamilton, to court. He was one of the original real estate gurus at the Mayo Clinic. Fancy. He's got a big old ass management company, very importante in town. Of course, I lost in court. He had a fancy lawyer, really expensive lawyer. Yeah, I got tanked within 30 seconds. By 5 minutes, I was reduced to tears, and no, that's not what's happening in the court, right? But it doesn't matter because I was right. Within 6 or 7 months, he had to sell that entire group of old building real estate stock because of two things: non-compliance with the federal lead to copper ratio from the outside city to the building, and then from the building inside to each unit, the octopus legs, the strut lines where there was lead. Because a lot of these old buildings, of course, that's been the problem with owning them and rehabbing them, is the cost of those two things, neither of which they did. So he had to sell it. Boo-hoo! You see all the stuff around me and all the cars? These are coming up and down the infamous Rochester Pill Hill, named, of course, because of the fancy houses that the doctors live on. So that was the FOWLER building. It's 512 4th Street. Somebody bought it. I'm hoping they rehabbed it. I'm pretty sure by law he had to disclose that. I'm not sure, of course they did. Because if they didn't, I'll find out. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Hey, we're going up a fancy street. And this is the Pill Hill, where some of the doctors used to live. Not necessarily on this street, of course, yet. But we're going to cross over 7th. Ooh, see that really pretty mansion? Yeah, sorry about that. Oops, phone in the way. Maybe I could take a little turn into it. Let's go back this way. Here we go. That, my friends, is the big foundation mansion, Mayo Clinic Mansion. Private property. Beauteous Maximus, huh? Let's see if we can go back around and show you that from a different direction. I'm doing a lot of Chicago maneuvers while you're watching. I'm sorry. I hope you don't get dizzy. I want to have a glass of wine. I'm about to have a good time. Anyways, couple of things about this. Okay. Here we are, friends. We're going back on 4th Street, southwest. We're still in the southwest. A couple of videos ago, I started in the southwest at 28th Street at Vista at South Broadway. We're still southwest. There's a whole bunch of city left to be had. Okay. Can you see the beautiful homes? Uber beauteous. Gorgeous stone. Really well kept. Obviously extremely expensive. I grew up in a house like this in LaGrange, Illinois. Way larger than some of these, just to be obnoxious about it. I grew up in a home a little bit like this one. I don't know, it was 10,000 square feet. It was the largest home in the town, so I'm meant to be impressed by some of these. And I am, because based on the rest of town, these are pretty beautiful. Hey, guess what? I'm about to come upon a secret. We just came up 4th Street, and now we're still on 4th Street up Hill Hill, and now we're at the end, which is St. Mary's. You see that thing ahead? We're about to head Mayo Clinic Hospital, St. Mary's campus. Okay, to my right, and what I just turned, because there was a policeman behind me. This is all the St. Mary's campus. On the right, it looks like a park. It's acting like a park. It's the back of the parking garage to St. Mary's. To my left are these gorgeous homes that if you work at St. Mary's as a doctor or staff, you're very lucky to live in. And now I'm going to go down in Fun Street to head to a part of town I think you want to see. This is 6th Street. Note that I'm on an avenue going east and west. And now I'm going on a north thing called north and south, are streets. Quiz time. North and south are streets, east and west are avenues. It's helpful to know when you get lost here. Even the best of the best when you first move here, because everything's like first and first. 1st Avenue, 1st Street, 5th Avenue, 5th Street. Like, wait. And you can be completely in the wrong coordinate, but within 2 blocks of where you need to be. So always having a sense of a direction, putting a little compass in your car if you're using your smartphone, because it screws up even the best of people. Okay, we're heading down 6, and then we're going to hit Route 52, which is huge traveling street. One of the north-south routes, along with Broadway. You'll want both of those in your repertoire. If you're going to move here, look where you are in relationship to 52 and Broadway, otherwise known as Route 63. Don't let that screw you up. Two numbers. Route 52 is more or less a highway, and Route 63 or Broadway Avenue that goes into the clinic. Those are 2 major coordinates, and you want to have a sense of where you are in relationship to that, because this is a big coordinate, and I'm going to get on that highway and go back towards the furthest southwest coordinate. And I'm going to stop this video